Hi, I'm Stuart. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back. Thanks for viewing my video. In this video I do the rule of thirds tag. This is an original tag created by Suey I's Book Banter. I was tagged in a video by Pat at Book Chat with Pat. I repeat what Suey said about this tag. I wanted to celebrate my 3 years on BookTube with the original tag. So introducing the rule of thirds tag. A simple tag with 3 as a theme for 3 years on BookTube. But anyone can do it, no matter how long you've been here. And there are 3 groups of 3 prompts and a bonus prompt in this tag. The first set of 3 is 3 questions about books/reading. What are your 3 favorite genres? For my top 3 genres in 2025 so far, Storygraph shows them as literary, fantasy, and horror. The second prompt is who are your 3 auto-buy authors. 3 at this time are Emily Henry, Taylor Jenkins Reid, and Holly Jackson. Not necessarily auto-buy because I haven't read all their books. It is just that I would like to read more books from each of them. The third prompt is what 3 books do you recommend the most? Those 3 are The Honeys by Ryan LaSala, Natural Beauty by Ling Wang, and I Kiss Shara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. The second group of 3 is 3 questions about BookTubing. The fourth prompt is what is your favorite book from each year for the past 3 years? In 2022, it's I Kiss Shara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. 2023, it's The Honeys by Ryan LaSala. 2024, it's Natural Beauty by Ling Wang. It's actually the same 3 books that I picked for the previous prompt. The fifth prompt is what are 3 things you've learned from BookTubing? First is to be less of a perfectionist. Related to this is it's better to learn a little bit and just start doing many hobbies and just kind of learn as you go along, as opposed to trying to learn everything up front before you even start. That's kind of what I did with BookTube. I kind of learned a little bit and I'm still learning as I go along. The second one is just not to get down if I have periods where my videos aren't getting many views, because that does happen, but it does tend to rebound. And the third thing I learned is that I just want to comment on all the videos that I watch, booktuber or not booktubers. I don't achieve this yet, but I'm close. And there was a time I rarely commented, I just liked a lot. So the sixth prompt is what are 3 goals you have the next year on BookTube? These goals are kind of for the remainder of the year and next year. I might not do some or any of them until next year, but I might. The first is to start doing lives. I want to do that and see how it goes. Mainly I probably do at least start out doing reading sprints, but I do hope to start doing lives. The second is to do some videos out of doors instead of always having the same backdrop, which is my door and stuff around in my room. I like a little more variety in that. And related to that, maybe I do a little vlogging. And the third one is, it's not really a BookTube goal, but I want to talk more about music. I talk some about it, but I want to make it more of a feature. And I also want to try doing some crocheting while recording and just see how that goes. The third group of 3 is 3 random for fun questions. The 7th prompt is what are 3 fictional worlds you'd like to visit? First, I'm going to assume I can safely visit these worlds. That's not going to be an issue because some of these worlds, would be difficult to truly safely visit, but I'm going to assume safety isn't a concern. First, I'd like to visit many of the worlds that the crews visit in the Star Trek series. My visits would be as a passenger on Star Trek Voyager, my favorite Star Trek series, somewhat underrated in my mind. My second choice would be to visit worlds where people travel back in time to the ages of dinosaurs. I like to see that. I don't have a specific world in mind for that, but it'd be a time travel book where I could go back to the time of dinosaurs. Times, because there was a long period where dinosaurs were alive. My third choice is I'd like to travel into the far future and see what I hope is great advancement of the human race. To be candid, I'm not real hopeful about the future of the human race, but hopefully I'm wrong, and there is, at some point, all the war and stuff is settled out and the human race is united. In this future is where the human race has traveled far and wide in the galaxy, maybe beyond the galaxy even. As far as books, I'm thinking back to the books I read of Isaac Asimov when I was a kid. Perhaps more than anything, the Foundation series, even though the empire collapsed before it rebuilt itself up again. But it's just human race is widely spread, and other alien species are encountered, and it's not a matter of like just them fighting each other. The 8th prompt is, what are 3 ships, relationship, romantic or platonic, you'll always root for? The first is Chloe Green and Shara Wheeler, and I Kiss Shara Wheeler. The second is Emily Wilde and Wendell Bambleby in the Emily Wilde series. The third is Iris Winnow and Roman Kitt in the Divine Rival series. The 9th prompt is name 3 books with a number in the title. 3 books are The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, 7 Days in June by Tia Williams, and Checkout 19 by Claire Louise Bennett. The bonus question is, what book are you excited to read this next year? I'm going to interpret this as meaning 1 book for the remainder of this year and 1 book for 2026. The book that I would like to read in the remainder of this year, I'm really looking forward to, is Beautiful, Brutal Bodies by Linda Chang. I really loved her Gorgeous, Gruesome Faces, which I believe is the only other book she ever wrote. And the sizable gap between the time that book was released and this one. The book for 2026 is The Secret World of Briar Rose by Cindy Pham, who is actually a big booktuber on here, at with Cindy. And the final thing to do is tag 3 booktubers, but I'm going to tag a bunch of booktubers. First, I'm going to tag anyone watching this video, but I'm also going to tag a bunch of booktubers and a few subscribers in the description of this video. If you like to do this, tag whether 1 or more of the prompts or in a video or in my comments. Please do so. Be interested in your answers. If you can't think of anything else you'd like to comment, please add a rocket emoji or a flying saucer emoji, because those are the closest things I could get to. Those are the things I saw that could go into space which was my answer to one of the prompts. Do a lot of traveling in far distances in space. Well, actually two, because I included Star Trek. So my answer to two answers to one prompt. I hope you're having a wonderful reading week. I hope you're having a wonderful week in general. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell to get notified when I upload future videos.